Ginger Revilla, together with my classmates Veronica Sinoy and Joyce Milianis. We are second-year student taking Bachelor of Elementary Education at Davao de Oro State College Monte Vista branch. But before that, sir, before we will start, sir, let us know your name po.
Okay, so I am Christopher Vista, a math teacher from Nabunduran National Comprehensive High School, a master teacher for 5 years now. And I am also taking my class for special program in the arts, focusing visual arts for almost, shall we say, 25 years now.
Wow. Amazing jud kaayo siya. So, are you ready na po ba, sir, sa ato ang follow-up questions?
Yes, okay.
Okay, so here's our first question. How do you organize your classroom to create productive and inclusive learning environment for all students, sir?
Okay, first, when we talk about the organization of classroom, we will identify the students, okay, and then have some orientation and acquaintance, and aside from that, we should also consider their inclination, like in singing, dancing, visual arts, or even literary works. And aside from that, protocol in the Department of Education that we should also consider their potentials in identifying their proficiency level. So with that, we are always taking a formative and summative assessment in order for them to be fully equipped in their stay in a certain program in the school.
Yes, sir. So our second question, sir, what strategies do you use to ensure students have easy access to art materials while maintaining an orderly workplace?
Okay, so let us focus on the idea of Howard Gardner. Howard Gardner is a multi-intelligence theorist, and his potential, his idea, trajectorize the idea of those students who has this potential. So if we talk about those strategies, we are always anchoring his idea. So how do we prepare? Number one, in the school matters, we will make sure that it is included in the school improvement plan, and we will also huddle with the parents,
yes,
Parent-Teachers Association, in order for us we have all the finances, the moral and the financial support. From there, we can have all those needs, no? Hindi man 50 or 60% or 10% yung binigay nila, but at least meron silang ambag.
Yes.
So with that, our program also has this capability to resource. No? When we say resource, yung mga teachers natin, hindi lang dito, no, mag-focus, but we are going to outreach. Like for example, meron tayong mga public servants doon sa labas. They will also give us the resources in order for us to give and maintain what is best for the students.
So our third question, what types of instructional materials and resources do you use to support student learning in art po?
Okay, number one is because we are now in the advent of computer age, so yung mga bata ngayon dapat mayroon silang ICT or ICT per se, or like for example, instead of the teacher will discuss face-to-face, meron naman tayong mga gadgets or mga materials that will support or enhance their knowledge and understanding, like using the projectors, like using the websites and all of those, and then gagawa din tayo ng mga actual demonstration, like for example, the sculpturing, the painting, and then as you take a look at the overpass na nandoon, sila yung nagpipaint doon, yung mga mural paint. So with that, enhance talaga yung exposure at saka learning endeavors ng mga bata in terms of materials and resources.
Number 4, how do you modify your teaching methods to accommodate students with disabilities, giftedness, or varying artistic abilities po?
Okay, when you talk about methods, it talks about students' aptitude When I say aptitude, yung kanilang mga different levels. So dito sa classroom ko, meron talagang mga hindi naman disabled, hindi naman PWD, but mga challenged students. And pero challenge sila in a way na hindi sila gaano magaling makipag-communicate or they kept on talking English, tapos hindi masyado makapag-socialize. Pero yung kanilang art prowess, ang kanilang art talent nandoon. So yung gagawin ko as a teacher, I am going to make a certain specific learning competency that would fit to their yung kanilang potential. So hindi lang isa, dalawa o maging 10 during my stint as 25th year of being visual arts teacher.
Yes, sir.
Marami talaga akong nakasalamuhan ng mga estudyante na ganun. So yung question mo, what are the methods? Mayroon talagang mga tutorial na ginagamit.
Yes.
Tutorial talaga one-on-one. And then how I accommodate, talagang mayroon talagang category. Like for example, this group of students talagang class A, may class B, at saka mayroong mga challenge na mga individual.
Yes.
So with that, na-i-address ko yung gusto nila at kung ano yung ma-expect nila mismo. And then yung parents naman, they're expecting too much from us, di ba?
Yes.
So, yung gagawin natin is hindi naman ma-perfect, pero at least na-address natin.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Your number 5 question. Can you share an example of a time when you successfully adapted a lesson to meet the needs of a diverse group of students?
Okay, like for example, meron naman tayong ginawang mga lesson exemplars. Actually, I crafted grade 9 and grade 8 lesson exemplars in the national level. So, with that, I used that material, I used that lesson exemplar to be applied here in our school sa Compre. So, ang nangyari, kasi ako yung gumawa, so alam ko muna yung dapat gawin. So, yung mga materials, yung mga estudyante, minimal talaga yung mga, shall we say, yung mga financial needs ng mga bata. Kasi me as teacher, yung gagawin ko, kung may magpapagawa sa labas, in exchange, ginagawa nilang parang komisyon. So, puntahay na ay magpabuhat. Bingon ng teacher, pila may bayad ani. Instead of bayad, mo ang magpalit og pintura kay gamito na mo sa ingon na.
Then sila na ang
Yes, okay nga na.
Okay.
So, successful in a way kasi nag-sustain yung program from 2005 to 2025. Pila na ka years? 20 years? Murang ana? Oo. Tama na kay before SPA nag-visual arts na mahuko.
So wala pa ni
SPA.
Wala pa may
Yes, visual arts guild na. Mo ang Compre with me. So mo nang sobra gid siya sa inyo.
Grabe na nimong achievement, sir.
Tama lang.
Grabe na achievement. Okay, so
sige.
Your number 6 question. What are some of the biggest challenges you face when teaching a classroom with students different learning styles and abilities po?
One of my biggest challenge, yung mga estudyante na walang-wala.
Yes.
Tapos may talent.
Yes, sir.
So, kung saan man mo pag-sustain, like for example, katong time nga wala kay agreement from the PTA nga they will support financially, and then the MOOE said that, okay, for this school year, you will be having your 250,000 support. And then nga anak ba, pero drawing na ang tanan. Wala na hitabo.
Okay.
So kami teacher, kung saan na mo pag-sustain, so nangita big pamaagi, ngayon lang dili lang kay ang teacher magdina lang taman.
Mag-teach
lang. Mag-teach lang. Dapat diverse ang teacher in
Yes.
terms of honing the students.
Yes.
Kay kung ikaw magtanaw ka nga diha lang taman, mapundo ang bata, tulog na diri, kung saan na walay learning ang
Yes,
mahitabo.
sir.
So ikaw dapat you should always diverse. And maski no minimal kayo ang sweldo sa teacher, mukuot gyud ka.
Yes,
Oo.
sir.
In as simple as A4 size coupon band, i-distribute mo na siya sa 20 ka buo. it costs a lot.
Yes, sir.
Lapis, imo nang i-provide. So, ingana ang mga challenge financial. Pero in terms of kaning mga output, matun-an man, and then there could be a gradual process. Ang mga bata, makahibalo na lang ka nga achieve kanang naga-aim po dahil sila o achievement, naga-explore po sila, and then all of a sudden makaingon na lang ka wow, ang ako ang estudyante dati ko na gani.
In addition, sir, ang murag sa imong self pud ma-proud pud ka bisan pag nag-risk ka og kanang time and financial sa ilaha pero nakita nimo nga ni-improve ang imong student.
Yes, tama.
Okay, number 7. In your own opinion, what are the most important qualities and competencies an art teacher should possess?
Okay, number 1, if you are in a program just like SPA, Special Program in the Arts,
Yes,
number
sir.
1 is you have this self-efficacy. Dapat you are effective and efficient sa craft, sa arts na imuhang focus. Kaduha, work engagement. Ayaw pasagdi ang bata na siya lang. You must have to set the example. So before ka magpa-reproduce o ka ng artwork, dapat ikaw sa agad ang una. Dili kayo pwede nga, kung na ka, okay, you do this, and then wala kang ipakita sa mga bata, and then pasa na sa mga bata, pangit ang output, pasuko-suko, dayon ka, which wala kang ipakita. So you must have set the example. No? And then, your strategy is also important. Kaya ang mga bata karon nahulog na gid ilang loob sa games, online games.
Sir.
So that's a big challenge for us teachers, mga future teachers. Kay ultimo 3 years old, 4 years old na bata, kabalo na mag-operate ng cellphone.
Yes, sir.
How much more sa mga ting-ani nga pangidaron. So ang ako ang pinaka-willing, yung pinaka-kalaban karong panahon na cellphone. Kay kung wala ko diri sa classroom, tanan hilom kayo. Walay gibuhat nga painting, tanan-tanan wala kay nag-cellphone. So ako ray bantayan. So kita challenge na to na mga teachers, no? I-strategize gid atong tarong ang mga bata for them to kana ba ma-realize nga okay, this is my job to do in preparation for my future career.
Yes, sir. Thank you, kaayo. And your last question, what advice would you give to aspiring art teacher who want to create an inclusive and engaging learning environment po?
Okay. So, for mga future art teachers, number 1, the letter P, passion. We must always passionate on what we have.
Yes.
Okay, maskin pa o mingon sila nga, okay, ang nga diha. Pero in your part, in your own thoughts, dili magyud ko, gusto magyud ko. Ako gani as an art teacher, daghan pa gyud kayo mabati na ko nga dili sila ganahan sa akong trabaho. Several or many times na ako nang madungog nga murag kulang, murag ana, pero wala ko nawad anong paglaom ana. It's because that would serve as my gauge, that's my kanabang standard nga I have to ponder or I have to take more time for my craft, okay, and makita na ko na sa akong mga estudyante nga nag-excel, then dili lang kay diri sa Davao, sa Mindanao, kundi sa tibuok Pilipinas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so kita diri sa Davao de Oro, kaibigan na ta sa Saharan Mindanao,
Yes. Trend na ron.
Murag dili gina siya tinuod kay ngano man nag-stand out man pud ang ato ang mga palingkamot para sa ato mga estudyante. Unya ang ato mga estudyante karon nakita nato karon dili na kay sa Pilipinas nag-excel but or abroad,
Yes,
diba? Mata ba example ha?
Sige, sir, go.
Si Saren na naman na sa tibuok Pilipinas.
Yes.
I have also my student, I do not know if you are aware of anong trabaho ni Jay Septimo.
Wala ko pa. Bro, wala ko kapas na.
Wala ka pa. Si Julie J. Septimo is a kana siyang mura siyang podcast creator. Kana gani nagabuhat og kanang mga advertisement. So freelance na siya, pero ang iyahang mga connection is Singapore Airlines, Qatar Airlines. Siya na ang nagabuhat ng mga advertisement anak ng mga airline company. So kung tanaw naman na siya, gamay kay nga tao, kanang hilumon, visual art student from this school, but He's now a millionaire
Wow.
from San Roque,
San
Nabunturan.
Roque.
Oo, ay balay diha kaakbangan ng TMG nga sa baba ilahan ang balay. And then he owned a lot of properties.
Wow.
Ang asawa karon is Taiwanese Chinese nga director sa Singapore, and naa sila yung mga company nga sila na pud ang partner. So muli na siya diri sa Nabunturan. Julie JC mo nang gihapon, pero ang millionaire na in terms
lahi
of
na.
his craft and sugod na diri sa visual arts.
Yes, sir.
So,
Although, ako din kay murag kumbaga, nakita man jud ako sir, kay graduate man jud ko diri.
Yes.
And nakita gyud na ako ang process sa visual art before and sa kanang SPA or kumbaga special program in the arts. Sa dati pa man hatod karon pero mas ni-excel jud ang SPA karon sir sa pagbalik na ko diri. And thank you kaayo sir sa imong pag-cooperate sir, and daghan jud kaayo mi og knowledge nga nakuha sa imong karon, and daghan po kayo mig mabaon sa muang unta inig maka-graduate na mi or maka-master mi pohon, ma-apply na mo imuhang example and mga advices to us sir. And thank you so much po sir, and God bless you po. Thank you sir.
Okay.